Up, boys and ghouls! It's your friend Luisifer. And today we have a very special guest. He goes by the name Michôl. He plays in the band Chiens, which translates to dogs in English, which I think is a badass name for a band. He also plays in Ghettö and numerous other noise projects. During this conversation, we talk about fondue, cheese fondue. We talk about H.R. Giger, his wonderful museum. We talk about how Michôl got into punk and hardcore through his dad, through the magic of Judas Priest. Also, Michôl was in his old teenager bedroom, since he's staying with his mom currently because of COVID. I asked him about his awesome posters in his room. He has a Bart Simpson poster, he has a System of a Down poster, and he has a At the Drive-In poster. So we talk about that. We also talk about the rise and fall of Void Club, a very cool DIY venue that is no more in Bordeaux, France. And we talk about how Michôl fed his mother space cookies. So please enjoy Michôl's stories while I talk. Oh, also, unfortunately, we have some technical audio issues because Michôl's earring, I believe, was flopping around and it was hitting the headphone, his mic. So sorry about that. Bear with us and enjoy yourselves.
Ah,
Michôl!
hello.
It is so great to see you.
Yes, it's last time we met. It's a long time ago. I think it was 2 years ago. No, it was in Los Angeles. I,
Exactly. In
I
Los
think.
Angeles, out of all places in the world, it was Los Angeles. Great
Yeah.
place to see each other. And yeah, that was 2 years ago already. I can't believe it. Feels like it was a couple of months ago, man.
Yes, in June. Yes, time is flying away.
Exactly. Dude, so
Especially.
so um I can see you're feeling comfortable, you're dope smoking, which is very
Mm,
common with you.
uh, yeah, yes, and as I told you, I've been driving for 10 hours today, so now it's time to chill a bit.
Oh wow, so please you must elaborate. Why did you go on such a long road trip? What where
It's such an incredible story, you know. No, I told you last 2 weeks have been pretty intense because we have to empty the void, you know, our venue,
Mhm.
because we had to leave it to give the key back on Monday. So we spent two weeks to move shit everywhere to the dump and to dump some shit or move the PA at a friend's place. Yeah,
Wow,
we just
so
so
today
I was in Bordeaux. So
oh
Void is in Bordeaux,
mhm.
and yes, to explain, my flat. I don't know if you came to my flat when you came, but we've been robbed this summer in July. So we left the flat in September. So since September, I don't have any place, any flat in Bordeaux. So I was between Void at the sleeping place and my mom's place, who is living in close to Nancy. It's northeast France, in a small village in the countryside.
Dude, that's right. I totally forgot about this. You got robbed. You got let's retrace a bit for the listeners. Just for the listeners, Void is an excellent, if not the best, was the best
Thank
club
you.
in Bordeaux, unfortunately, because
Yeah.
it's
So,
no more. So it's a
yeah.
DIY spot which had all of the hardcore and punk shows, and
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
And in 2018, we had some trouble with the neighbors who were complaining about the sound, about the noise, and so we had to do a really huge sound abatement work. So we've spent something like 20,000 euros to fix the place, and then we had to set up the sound limiter,
Yeah.
And since this moment, things have been really complicated because when you're playing some loud music with a sound limiter, it sounds like shit.
Exactly.
So for 1 year we've been struggling with a sound limiter to set it up correctly, but it never worked really. The noise abatement work wasn't as good as we wanted it. So the neighbors were still complaining. And in March with the pandemic, with COVID-19, we're closed since March. So
the sound limiter was the beginning of the end.
Exactly.
And I remember, because for the listeners, at least every time my band Teething played at Void, you were the one running the sound. So I was like, great, you're this is gonna blast. You're gonna volume 11. So we're not gonna have a problem. And something comes to mind. I remember this one story, Teething, we were setting up. I think we were a bit slow. And you were on the mic. You were like on the mic, like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? What are you, a heavy metal band or what? What is this?"
Maybe.
Yeah. That's
yes,
you. That's Michôl for all of the listeners. So back to this. I'm so sad to hear about Void. So the last thing was COVID. Just business wasn't happening. No money was coming in. It was impossible.
Yes, we still had to pay the rent, and it was something like more than 2,000 euros per month. So we had a few money in. We saved for the hard time, and we spent everything, and finally we were like, okay, so maybe we still have 1 year, because we were supposed to. Before Void, it was Heretic. Before Heretic, it was So Bizarre and The Plug. It's a DIY venue for 25 years, something like this. And we were supposed to have the place until January 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And when we started this, we were like, okay, if things are going well, we'll do this a longer time. But finally we decided to give up and to leave the place 1 year before.
I had no idea that Void was born of the ashes of Heretic.
Yes, it's the same place, obviously. And in the crew we had 3 or 4 people from the Void who were already part of the Heretic crew. And I was working as Heretic as a sound engineer at the end when I moved in Bordeaux.
Okay. That's unfortunate, man. And I know you guys were struggling for a very long time. A lot of people helped with donations and helping out, but it couldn't stand anymore.
Yes, I think it's also a will from the city, because they don't want this kind of thing, this kind of place in the center, because Bordeaux is a really touristic city, and it's really nice with fancy people, fancy street, fancy shop, and to have this kind of place in the center,
it's very tricky. That there's a lot of just things you have to be careful with. Michôl, before we continue, every time you talk, there's some sort of like clicking sound. I think it might be, let's see, it might be your earring actually.
And I'll try to stop moving.
Maybe let's try for a minute.
Sorry. Yes.
I'm not gonna make you take your earring off. Don't worry. Okay, like you're in a job interview. Okay. Okay. So okay, let's continue, because you were saying something really interesting. I forgot, dude. It's very unfortunate. Your place got robbed. You got your legendary guitar got robbed as well, right? So what did you
Yes.
lose in this robbery? Please tell me the story.
I've, I shouldn't say this out loud because the insurance is gonna get me. But so when I wasn't in my flat, obviously, and my flatmate was watching a movie in the theater. And in July, so some people came in our place. Sorry, and they just went in my room and they got two guitars, my Gibson SG, my Ampeg, the Dan Armstrong's transparent one, you see.
Yeah.
Some watch, some headphones. In fact, I've been really lucky because in my room I had a lot of mic, of maybe 10 guitars, my laptop, really a lot. And I, as the guy or the girl or the people who robbed me, they came to our place between 8 and 10, so it wasn't that late. So maybe someone showed up in the building and they've been scared, so they left really fast. But this could have been really worse because as I said, I had a lot of guitars and mic, and they just took the two first guitars I found. They were in the fly case, so just get it, one headphones, watch.
So out of all because you have a lot of recording equipment, guitar equipment, so they took what, maybe 20-30% of your stuff?
I would say 2 guitars on 10.
Okay.
And one good but old headphones and two watches. Honestly, even if I shouldn't say I've been lucky, I've been lucky.
Okay, good. And so how has this affected you? But you're still living in that place or no?
No. This just make me really mad and really bad. I couldn't stay in the place anymore.
Okay.
So with my flatmate, we decided to move. So we gave back the key in the 15th of September, something like this.
Okay. Are you in Bordeaux now though, or no?
No, I'm actually I'm at my mom's place, as I said, in northeast of France, in a small village in the countryside. That's why I drove 10 hours today from Bordeaux to her place.
Okay, that makes total sense. And what's this town called?
Silmont. It's a really small village. It's Silmont. It's something like 100 kilometers from Nancy.
Okay. And what's very cool, I see your mom has kept everything intact. This is your teenager room.
Yes, this is my teenager room, except my desk, because last lockdown in November, in November, December, we've been locked down again in France. So I was locked down at my mom's place. So I've been setting some of my keyboards and my computer in order to do some music. But this is my teenager room as it was.
Nice. I'm loving the Bart Simpson, the Infest, and I don't see what else. Miss Goulash, which I have no idea what is.
It was a free jazz, kind of free jazz band playing in the music school. I've been guitar when I was.
I like the composition, because in the 90s it was very normal to like you would tilt your posters, you know.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, maybe I'll be ashamed, but can't you see?
Oh, System of a Down?
Yes.
Okay, excellent, man. Yeah. Okay. And no shame here. I'm a new metal kid, man.
My favorite one is here. See.
What is this? What is this?
At the drive-in.
At the drive-in. Okay. Yes, you're very much from the 90s, I can see.
I'm born in 86.
Okay, I'm 85. Okay, so 1 year apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I would have said you were younger than me, but.
Thank you. I get that often, but I don't I don't believe it. I mean, just because I think it's healthier to not believe every compliment you get. But thank you anyways, Michôl. Okay,
Yeah,
so
but
Michôl, we're having problem with your earring. Is there any
sorry.
chance you can
I can. I'm gonna try
switch the
something.
ear? Maybe switch the. Yeah.
Yes, that's smart. There's one smart guy in the place.
I think this is much better. Okay, so Michôl, I'm gonna give a quick introduction to who you are because I want you to fill in the blanks in case I'm missing anything.
I'll do my
So
best.
exactly. So Michôl, the biggest thing about Michôl is he's an avid dope smoker. Okay, and but you're a grinder in both. You grind your guitar in both Chiens and Ghettö, and you're very much a sound engineer, whether it's recording or just live. Correct?
I've been doing both for 10 years, something like. But at Void, I was a sound guy, but not the main sound guy. But we were maybe 3 or 4 to share the desk. But
Okay.
I'm more into recording. Yes.
Okay. And am I missing anything else you're doing? Maybe any new musical projects?
Oh, I've been doing a lot of band. You'll never know. But
Ooh.
when I was younger. But
Okay.
in Bordeaux, I had one other band with my flatmate and with a drummer from Ghettö and one other guy. It was a mix of hip hop, krautrock, noise,
Okay.
and the band was called Superior.
Superior.
Yes.
Okay. And does this band still exist or is it no more?
No, I have 2 funny stories about this band. First, the name. We have some friends doing a band called La Race. In French, it's the race,
Okay.
but
Okay.
not the race with car. And
Okay.
we were supposed to do a split, and we were like, okay, we should find a name who's gonna fit with La Race, and so we chose Superior. So it's Superior. So
Okay.
La
Okay.
Race
Got it.
Superior is
All right.
some Nazi shit, but it was a bad joke. And
Fuck yeah, dude.
as I said, this band we were 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 drummer, I was playing bass and keyboard, 1 singer, and 1 guy doing the noise part and electronic parts. And we left on tour for 2 weeks. But after 1 week, one of the guys were too unbearable, so we told him to go back home. So we started the band as a 4-piece and finished as a 3-piece. And the band didn't survive this.
Okay. So very, very short-lived band. And how do you spell superior?
Yes.
Like in English?
It's yes, Supereur.
Okay. Superior. Okay. Okay.
With I send you a link. We have one song online.
Okay. So very noisy stuff.
Yeah, live it was really noisy on the song. When on the record it's less noisy.
Okay. Fuck
You'll
yeah,
see.
dude.
It's
Okay.
and
So
I'm trying to do some. Yeah.
no, continue. Sorry. I didn't want to
And
interrupt you.
And after, actually, what I'm trying to do when I'm alone is some electronic music by myself in my room. But
Okay. What kind of electronic music?
it's something like it's noisy.
Okay.
No, is it like I couldn't say. Oh shit! I
So
don't
it's
find
like
my
harsh
word.
electronics.
Yeah, it's between harsh and industrial.
Okay. Fuck yeah. Are you doing any
Power
like
electronic.
okay. Cause here's a shame here's me shamelessly asking you for a possible favor here in the middle of our podcast. Like, would you be into like remixing any things? Because we're looking for
I'd
someone
love
to.
to.
Okay, because
Yeah.
we're looking. Teething just recorded like 22
I've seen.
songs, and we want to. We're looking to get some remixes. So maybe this is something we can talk about.
Yeah, I'd love
Harsh
to.
stuff. Fuck yeah,
Yes.
dude. Awesome. And okay, so Michôl, I don't know if you've listened to any of the episodes I've posted.
See, the last I've checked, it was the one with Cynthia from Despise You.
Yes.
Yeah, it was nice to see her.
Yeah. It last time I saw her was when Chiens was on tour with Despise You.
Okay.
So that was a long time ago. Have you seen her ever since?
No,
Okay.
even when we were in the US,
Okay.
we didn't see her.
Okay, because yeah, I know they came back to Europe one other time. I thought maybe you went to Bloodshed. I'm not sure because they played 2 or 3 years ago. And I know Nico from Bones Brigade saw them. Yeah. So, anyways, so on all of my episodes, I like to start off with my favorite question, which is, Michôl, I want to know if you prefer sweet food or salty food.
It's a really tricky question because I think if I'm stoned, I'm more a sugar guy, but I would say I'm more a salty guy.
Okay,
Definitely. More into peanuts.
Peanuts?
Yes.
Is that okay? So okay. Now we're gonna slither into each answer you gave. So when you're really stoned, like what's that one thing that you like want to eat? Like when I'm really stoned, I want to eat pizza.
Yeah, pizza. Yeah, pizza is a good choice.
Yeah.
I'd like to say some melted cheese.
Okay, something with a lot of melted cheese. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe nachos.
Okay. For example, my girlfriend Sarah, when she smokes a lot, she likes to have like a lot of industrial, like in Spanish you call this bolleria, just like pastry, like
yes,
like chocolate filled croissants or whatever the fuck, the cheaper and the grosser and the more industrial the better. So is that what you do when you're stoned?
No, I'm more doing a hot chocolate or something like this, and eat cookies or.
Okay. See, cookies, yeah, that works. Okay, and okay, say you were gonna die tomorrow morning. What would you eat? No. What would you eat today for dinner? What would be the one dish?
You know what we call the fondue?
Oh yeah, man.
In fondue, a real fondue from Switzerland. You see,
okay,
a big bowl.
Okay. Wait, what? With what? Because
again.
Okay, so so for the people that don't know what fondue is, just like a big pot of melting cheese.
Yes, with the simple one is only 2 or 3 kind of cheese, a bit of garlic, a bit of white wine, and you eat this with bread. But they are doing a lot of fancy one with mushroom, or you can add meat if you want.
Okay, so this is something I didn't know. The classic fondue has always been with bread.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I know. I've
dipping bread into.
Okay, awesome. And I didn't know there was fondues that you could, like 3 divisions. So because the only fondues I've had, it's just one big pot.
Yes.
So there's like, you've had fondues that's like 3 different types of cheese?
No, it's in a different pot.
Wow, dude. And I thought it was French, not Swedish.
I think there is a struggle about this. I'm not sure. I don't know the history, but I think the people in France would say, yes, this is fondue savoyard from Savoy.
Okay.
But I think sweet.
Okay, and where's the best fondue you've ever eaten?
It's in September. With my girlfriend, we were in holidays in Montreux. You know Montreux, it's on the shore of the Lac Léman.
Okay, yeah, I'm familiar.
And we wanted to go at the Giger's Museum, in Gruyère.
Yes, I
Have you
went.
been there?
I've been there like 6 years ago. Amazing town and amazing museum. Yeah.
Yes, and we already went to this museum when we were on a tour with Chiens, I think, and so I wanted my girlfriend to see this. So we said, let's have a weekend in Switzerland. I will spend some time on the lake shore, and then we'll go to Montreux. And in Montreux, I had the best fondue of my life.
Wow. Okay. So, if since I want to do this road trip again with my girlfriend because she hasn't been to the museum, I'll definitely ask you for the name of the place. Do you recall the name of the place?
I don't. I'll find him.
Okay, you'll
Yes,
find it. And you'll send it to
I
me,
find
okay?
the name of the place. Yes,
Okay.
it's really when it's in. I think in every guide for good food in
Okay.
Montreux, the place is
Okay,
easy.
so I thought maybe it was like a kind of hidden place, but no, it's like well known for its.
It's not on the big restaurant you have on the main street. It's a bit hidden, and in front of this place there is a really cool cocktail bar doing soft cocktail with a lot of juice, and it was a really fancy and nice place.
Fuck yeah! Okay, dude, I loved your answer. Thank you for sharing.
My pleasure. But
Okay.
Montreux is a bit expensive. I wasn't expecting this.
Okay, so I'll go with a bit of savings for sure.
Yes.
So Michôl, how has COVID affected you apart from what you already shared with us, Void? How was your life changed? Whether it's band wise or job wise or whatever.
Well, my job was void, even if everyone in the crew was a volunteer. We didn't earn any money. Every money we were making was for the place.
Right.
But it was you say day-to-day activity. Every day we had something to do at the place, even if we had no show. We had something to fix, or this is the place where we were practicing with Ghettö, the place where we've been recording, where I've been recording a lot of band. And the last year we recorded it at Void. So Void was a really huge part of my life for the last 5 years. So since COVID, we've been lucky because we played a show not at Void, but in another place with Ghettö the 10 in March. And we've been locked down the 17, I think.
Oh, wow.
But yes, it really went from I'm busy to I don't have anything to do. And since March with Ghettö, we did something like 6 practice maybe.
Okay.
And I've been doing the same amount of practice with Chiens, but we are all from different cities. So it's usually Chiens is doing 2 practice in a year, and Ghettö is practicing every week.
Yeah.
But since March, I haven't played music enough, and I can really feel this. It's really depressing. I can. We did one last practice at Void 28 in December.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the day before we were supposed to do this together. Okay. It was the day before, and we wanted to do a last practice at Void, and it was so
heartbreaking.
Yes, not heartbreaking, but it was good. Really,
okay.
The day we did the practice, we did the same trip I did today, but in the other way. I was with my girlfriend, and after 10 years driving, just 5 minutes to take my shit, and I was in the place with Yann and François. It was like nothing happened, because before this I was locked down at my mom's place for 2 months, and I've seen no one except my brother, my girlfriend, my mom for something like 2 months. But to be with my friend in the practice room, it was like nothing happened, and just doing this practice was really a lifesaver.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear. So, and I can relate as well, because so you could feel there's moments where I think it gives you too much time to think, you know? Like I feel like with Void and with Chiens and with Ghettö, you're always just like doing stuff, doing stuff. So you didn't have
Exactly.
that much time to think. But now you
Yes.
do, so you can go into that dark place, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was bad. And sorry,
No,
but
no, no. Go ahead, please.
in yeah, as I said, the lockdown number two, I had to come back to my mom's place because I have no flat, and I needed a place to stay. And I was like, okay, I'm 34. My venue is gonna end. I don't have any flat anymore. I'm back at my at my mom's place. It was like, what am I doing here? What happened? And
Right.
finally, just COVID did this. But it's I mean, my life is gonna continue. But it was a really hard time in November to face everything. It was only bad shit everywhere.
Okay. What about your girlfriend? Where does your girlfriend live?
She's living in Besançon.
Okay.
You see this city in France?
I have not seen the
It's
city. Nice city?
it's close to yes, it's close to Switzerland.
Okay.
This is the city Worst Nation are coming from.
Sorry, come again?
You know the French grind band Worst Nation?
Yes, of
Worst
course. Yeah.
Nation. Yeah,
Yeah. Horse
they
Nation.
are from Besançon,
Oh, okay. I didn't know they were from there. Okay, Horse Nation from there.
and
Okay.
she's doing PhD.
Okay. So
In,
she's studying a PhD, yeah.
yes, in sociology about gender and the city. So she's writing her thesis.
Okay. Okay. And hopefully you'll see each other soon, right?
Yeah, but we've spent some time together for New Year's Eve and at Christmas. So we had the chance to be able to spend some time together because we were in two different cities again.
Okay.
But yes, know that I'm back in East. I may have a small
Okay.
visit in Besançon. I hope so.
Okay. Good. Okay. That's good to hear, man. And what about how's it back with your mom? Do you have a good relationship with your mom?
Yes, yes. In
Yeah.
fact, my mom is giving weed to me, so it's we have a really good relationship.
Fuck yeah, weed.
Yeah.
Does she any chance she cooks awesome fondue?
Yeah, I think she could. But
Okay.
she doesn't smoke, but she has some friend who are smoking. So last time she was like, "Oh, I've got something for you." Okay,
Oh, this is a
so
good mom. All right. So shout
yeah,
out to Michelle's mom, man. Okay.
yes, and I've been a bad boy because I cooked some with the weed she brought me. I cooked some space cookies,
Ooh.
and she ate one, but she didn't wait for me to check how strong it was.
Oh
So
shit.
so one day after 2 hours, I wasn't hearing anything from her. I was like, "You okay?" No, I don't know. I'm thinking to a lot of stupid shit. Oh, so you ate one? Yes. Oh, you should have waited, mom. But
So she
funny
ate a
story.
space cookie and she enjoyed herself very much.
Yes, but I think at the beginning she didn't know she was supposed to enjoy this. 'Cause
Okay.
she's really anxious, so it was like, oh, maybe it's never it's gonna stop. It's never gonna stop. Like, no, it's gonna stop. Just
How,
chill, close your eyes, and
how long was her trip for?
I think 5 or 6 hours. I think.
Oh my god, dude. Were you high?
Yes, because
Of course.
I was eating a lot of cookies. I was like, what, man? Oh, you ate one.
Dude,
She was like, don't eat everything on today. I was like,
yeah.
it's too late, man.
So I had a similar experience where my friend Doug, I was living in New York at the time. He came over with brownie mix and weed. You know, he's like, today we're gonna have brownies. I'm like, okay. I had never had them, and I like to smoke, so I was like, okay, this should be fun. But I didn't know that the
It's so
trip was
different.
so long. I was like
So
high
strong.
for 8 hours, And the worst thing, not the worst thing, but I was not ready, but you just keep getting higher and higher and higher because of course the digestive system, it's going into your system. So yeah, it was a trip. I don't feel like I would want to do it anytime soon, but yeah, it was. That's nice that your mom shared that experience with me. So Michôl, I feel this strong bond with you because like I think out of all of my European friends, you're like the biggest lover of power violence that I know. I think
I'm sure you know that. I love
and
it.
like because in the US there's a lot more of this, but I don't know, here in you don't see it as much. So I want to know, I want to go back in time and I want to know how you discovered punk and hardcore.
What a story.
What a story.
So when I was younger, my dad, he was in the car, he was listening to Judas Priest first. This is my first contact with Overdrive and
Fuck yeah.
and then Offspring. So
Okay.
I discovered Offspring thanks to my dad, who passed away 3 years ago, 4 maybe. And
Yes, sorry, a little small parentheses. I remember you about your dad. You've talked to me about your dad before, and always you had very sweet words to say. But part of why I think you got involved in a lot of recording was because of some money your dad gave you, right?
yes,
In order to
yes,
afford recording equipment.
yes,
So
exactly.
that's awesome. He was a big influence on you musically.
Yes, not when the fun part is when he was alive, he was never supporting at all. It was like you're gonna do a gig this weekend. How much is this gonna cost? It was, oh, you're going in Japan. How much is gonna cost? It was, oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
So he never really understood. He wanted
Right.
me to work as a regular guy, and yes. So thanks to the money he left to my brother and me, I've been able to buy a lot of recording stuff and good amp and guitars. So he helped me a lot, but after a while.
Okay.
And so he was listening to Judas Priest and Offspring. That's how I've been discovering guitars and punk rock. Then from Offspring, I moved to Blink-182, then NoFX.
Fuck yeah,
and I was something
Fat
like
Record stuff.
Yeah, I think I was something like 12 or 13, and one guy in my small village, it's something like 200 people in the village, but one guy was listening to Anal Cunt and Gronibar.
Wait, Anal Cunt and what's the other band?
Gronibar, no, the French porn gore grind band.
Gronibar. I have no idea. I'll check it out though.
It's a band Nico from Bones Brigade released.
Oh, okay.
It's yeah, I'm sure when you'll see the name, you'll notice.
Okay.
And so this guy made me listen to this, but at the time I was like, I don't like the singing. I prefer
too much.
clean. Yes, and so I've been listening to different punk and metal, not really new metal, but I've been listening to Rammstein, I have to say, thanks to my dad too.
Okay, cool.
And System of a Down. And one day, System of a Down played in Nancy. I was 16, something like. And Dillinger Escape Plane was supporting the tour. So that's how. So I discovered Dillinger live, and I was like, okay, it's really it's something else.
Wow.
And
sorry, a small parenthesis. Didn't want to cut you off again, but that friend of mine, Doug, I was telling you about, he attended that show, and he was the one that told me about, because nu metal was like big then, and like Dillinger Escape Plan opened the show, and back then Dillinger Escape Plan was not a big deal, They were so. and he just told me what a life it was. Yeah, game changer for him, because just seeing 5 normal guys in normal clothes just playing this insane mathematical like fucking music, and it was a total game changer. And props to System of a Down, because I think they must have some punk roots for sure, you know. They're because they always brought out all of these cool bands, and you can even hear in the music all the punk and hardcore influences. So please go ahead, and I didn't want to interrupt you too much.
So no worries, I'm talking a lot. It was in a really huge venue, you know, Zenith, something like 20,000 people, and when Dillinger played, the sound was so bad. I couldn't notice anything. Just the power and the energy from the people on stage. Except the last sound, it's 33% burnt. You know.
Yeah.
And I think the singer was so mad about the sound. He was taking the monitors and just smash them on the floor, and he took a small bottle of water, and I'm pretty sure he was aiming at the sound guy at the desk, because he just sent this just forward as strong as he could.
This is very, very much in the Dillinger escape plan attitude. It's not a surprise.
And after this, I couldn't say when exactly, but Sasha, the drummer from Chiens, I know him since I'm 10 or 12 years old, maybe more. And he made me, he gave me a MP3 CD with Discordance Axis, Jakobse, Charles Bronson, Asterisk, and it was it. We're like, okay. Welcome in a brand new world.
Yeah. Okay.
And
so No, go ahead.
And Infest, Drop Dead, and this came really soon after, but the first band with blast beats was really Jakobse, Discordance Axis, and Charles Bronson, Spaz.
Fuck yeah, and it's no turning back ever since, right?
No.
There you
go. I've been stuck into blast beat for maybe 3 or 4 years. I was only listening to powerviolence or grindcore. And even in Chiens, I was saying to Sasha, let's do only blast beats. It was like, no, we don't do this. And after I came out from the blast.
Yeah, maybe I love my blast beats as well, but there needs to be a breather, you know. You need to be able to breathe once in a while, for sure.
Only blast beats, it's there's no dynamic. You need something to break.
That's cool. I didn't know you knew Sasha from such a long time ago.
We were doing karate when we were younger.
Fuck together. Yeah, dude. Karate buddies, dude.
It's a long story now. And we had a death metal band together before.
Oh wow.
When we were at high school.
What's the name? I need to know the name of the death metal band, please.
The name was Ghettö. And
Ghettö. Fuck yeah, dude.
Like the boss from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, the guy with 4 arms, Goro.
Yes.
Okay. That was one of the coolest characters in Mortal Kombat, for sure. That's a great name for a death metal band. I thought it was going to be more ridiculous, you know? Like very... but no, Goro fits well.
Yeah, the first name was Suicide Collective.
There you go. That's the ridiculous name I was looking for. Okay, Suicide Collective. Okay. But you know, I always thought the best names in bands are 4 letters. So Ghettö was good. Chiens is almost there, and Ghettö is almost there. Smart. You know.
This thing too. It's not 4 letters, but only 2 syllables. So
that's true. But just
Chien is only one. It's weird, and Chien, no one knows how to pronounce it.
But it's that I think that's such a cool name for a band, and this is the perfect segue because I want to talk about both Chiens and Ghettö, of course. So
Bingo.
And Bingo. Where's Bingo?
Where's Bingo?
Bingo. He's must be sleeping. I think he's sleeping. He'll do a cameo. I'll make sure he says goodbye to you later. He's
Nice.
sleeping.
I've seen your frisbee video. It was really impressive.
Which video?
The video you're launching a frisbee and he's catching him very far away.
Oh my god, dude! That's like the one of the best, the proudest moments ever. Just throwing not only his. So for the listeners, there's this like really cool video of me throwing a frisbee like really far and Bingo catching it, because that's like our main thing. We like to play frisbee, but it's not often that he catches it because it can be hard because I'm throwing it really far. So thank you for the props on. Thank you for the congratulations on the video.
My pleasure.
So, dude, so let's talk about Chiens. The beginning of Chiens is in 2009, correct?
Yes.
So that's that's 11, 12 years, right?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
That's where during the practice of the death metal band with Sasha, when we were doing a small break.
Okay.
We are doing a few really short grind song, only the two of us. That's how we started.
Very cool. So who would have said Chiens was born out of a death metal band? Okay, so
yeah,
and just I think I really like Chiens. Apart from musically, like I think I like because you guys, you're always very active. You're always even though, I mean, like you've done such cool tours with very cool bands. You've toured the US, you've toured Japan, you've toured with Despise You, Captain Caveman, if I'm
Captain Cleanoff.
Sorry, Captain Cleanoff. There you go, from Australia. And put out a bunch of cool splits, a bunch of what I think you have 2 full lengths.
Yes, the first LP, and the last one, but it's more an EP than an LP. It's short,
single-sided.
Yeah,
12-inch or 10-inch.
I think we love single side. But yes, I think we've been really lucky because people like William from I Feel Good Records or Nico from Bones Brigade, they really helped us because Will, the guy from I Feel Good Records, he has been releasing every record since the first. He drove us on tour for the 2 or 3 first tour we did was with him, and then Nico. Who was in contact with Doomstar for the booking and the tour. That's how he asked us to do the tour with Despise You. But it was easy because we were free in the band.
Yeah.
We had the backline, so it was a good deal. Provide backline, go on tour with nice people.
Exactly.
Thank you, Nico. Thank you, Will. But yes, I think we're a bit lazy. I don't know if lazy is the word, but when we were all in the same city in Nancy at the beginning, it was really easy. But the other guitar player and the first singer are not in the band anymore. So we had Jupes who were singing in Herpes de Crash at Fillette and Worst Nation. So he left Worst Nation to come and sing in Chiens.
Okay.
But he's from Strasbourg. It's not that far from Nancy. It's something like one hour and 1.5 by train. But since I moved in Bordeaux, it's a totally different deal because it's a really long drive. Right. And Sasha, he has 2 kids. He has a job. Our singer is a tattoo artist in the East. Was traveling the world when it was possible,
right.
And for 10 years we asked a friend who is living in Nantes to do the second guitar.
Okay.
So now we're all from 4 different cities, 2 west, 2 east.
Right.
So it's not easy to work, but still we are doing our best.
Exactly. That's what I mean. I feel like you guys are yeah, even from the outside it seems like it's constant, you know. You guys are always doing something. You always have something. I'm sure the latest thing you did was release Trendy Junkie, correct?
Yes, but it's nice that you say this because from the inside, before Trendy Junkie, the last thing we did was except touring was Freeway with Dead Instrument and Workstation, the one you did the artwork.
Yeah, yeah.
And what is giving you the impression we're always doing something is that some record have been released really late
Yeah, yeah.
after we did the recording session. I mean, the Lycanthropy split has been released maybe 2 years after, and
Yeah.
every time it's like this. So
Right.
we're lucky.
But I think that this is very teething has something similar. We go to the studio, we record a bunch of songs for a bunch of different releases, and one will put out right away and the next one will put out 2 years after, so it seems constant, you know, even though the timeline in reality isn't. But right before the Horrors Nation split, there was the ACXDC one, right, which was really cool,
Yes.
which was on a postcard. Can you tell me a bit about that? How did that come about?
So that's a really good question. Uh, I I can tell. And I don't know who proposed. I maybe the guy from RSR. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yes, it's no. I can tell you.
You can't tell. Oh, so you mean Sandro from RSR? Maybe.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I think is when we released it. Yes, yeah, he did it. It's the only label, I think.
Okay.
And or maybe Nico. I'm really not sure. It's a good question. I asked Sasha. Maybe maybe he did the deal.
Okay, that's cool, man. I'm sometimes I get really jealous when I talk to when I talk to you or to people. I'm like, and how did getting involved with this label come about? They're like, oh, they just came to us, you know. Like I just got a phone call or I got an email. When like me, I feel like I'm constantly like hunting people, you know, and like networking or so. I envy you in a very good way.
Thank you. But yes, that's something I think some we're yes. When I say we've been lucky, it's more in this way that we've never been looking for gigs or to ask people. Everything has been made really naturally. I don't know how to say, or just meeting people and you've got a good feeling. So
Yeah, it's just a very organic process, right? It's just
yes.
from yeah. I think the formula is like don't suck at playing music, be good and be nice. You know, if
Yes.
you're nice, like you've booked shows for us, I'm sure it's because we're nice. You know, you like hanging out with us, like so. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you
Work
go.
hard, be nice, enjoy.
Exactly. Yeah. So I wanna I think two of the coolest things Chiens has done. Oh wait, but here's something interesting which I before I get into that, which is you know what's really cool? I realized, Michelle, you and me have seen each other in Spain, in
Yes.
France,
Friends.
in Portugal,
Yes.
in Netherlands,
Yes.
in the US.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's it. I think I might.
What's next?
What's next?
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe.
Actually, but I want to go to Russia. We should do Russia.
To be honest, Russia is scaring me. I don't know if I know why, but from everywhere in the world, I would be really happy to go. But Russia, maybe it's because people who have been there touring just told me about their experience, and it was really scary or weird. Or
Oh, what? And can you share a horror story from Russia you've heard?
there's I don't remember what band it was, but some people from Amiens, people were playing in a noise rock band called Edward,
Okay.
And they were doing a tour with I don't know what projects. They have a lot of projects, and they were doing a really huge tour in Russia, and from the steppes to Moscow and the big cities. And I don't remember where, but during their show, people just showed up just in front of her and doing some Nazi salute.
shit. Okay.
And they were like, uh, what should we do? I don't want to play in front of these people. And some people were like, okay, the situation is so bad here that everyone is accepting each other, even if they don't agree to the idea. But yes, it's weird.
Oh wow. Okay.
This could not happen in France or in Spain, I think.
Yeah, I think that they would get their asses kicked for sure.
Yeah, or some. I think maybe it's Monarch,
the band.
doom band from Bordeaux.
Yeah,
and
we've
yes,
played
when
with
they
them.
went on tour, they said every time you have to have someone with you, someone who is speaking the language, who knows. If you're just here looking like people dressed in black, like a gang, and not from here, you'll get some trouble. So.
Okay.
But
Okay, so we'll go somewhere before Russia. We'll choose another destination. What's your next destination you want to go with?
honest, I really envy you when you were on tour in the Philippines. And
yeah.
I love to go in Indonesia or Australia. When we did the tour with Captain Cleanoff, they told us they did a tour in Indonesia, and they told us, yes, it's crazy. You have to do this. The guy and girl from Ghettö fucking Dragon, I think they did a tour in Indonesia too with I think Sick of Stupidity and Ghettö fucking Dragon. And Lemmy told me it was absolutely the best thing to do.
I was talking with Ellis from Bird Flesh and Arson Project, and he told me the shows they played with Arson Project in Indonesia many years ago were insane, like so many people. And he showed me this picture like at this like outdoor festival, like fucking insane. And but that tour you were talking about, the Filipino tour, that was a lot of dates in Southeast Asia. Was Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, what am I missing? Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, we had like 6 dates booked in Indonesia, and we had to cancel them like a week before the tour because a lot of DIY touring bands had been getting into trouble with the police, because the police were raiding shows, asking for the proper visas, because they're getting money even though it's very little money illegally, like they need
for
to
backshish or something.
Exactly. So they were actually showing up to shows, they were seeing flyers, insane. So a week this one band called Accidente from our hometown Madrid, they got thrown. I don't want to mispronounce anything or say anything incorrectly, but they had to be at the police station and they were forced back to Spain. They couldn't finish their tour. It was a big hassle. So so we talked to the promoters like, man, we really want to go to Indonesia, but we need visas, if not. And they I don't know if it was either for money. It wasn't that expensive actually, but I think because of time constraints, we weren't able to do it. But we were able to book more shows in other places like the Philippines. So it's okay. But that's too bad. We really wanted to go to Indonesia. It seems like the scene there is really cool.
So how was this tour?
Oh, this tour was the coolest thing we've ever done for sure. So amazing. It was 3 weeks, just um I don't know, I want to ask you about your experience in Japan, but for us there was always a crew of people traveling with us, taking care of us, getting us from point A to point B, which we're not used to. Like, they made sure we were well fed at all moments. They made sure we had whatever we needed, whether it's Wi-Fi or a drink. Like, it was an amazing experience. So I want to ask you about when you toured Japan with Chiens, which I think was like 4 or 5 years ago, and amazing, because I know a lot of bands that have been to Japan, but it seems like you guys did more dates than the average band in Japan.
I don't know about this. I think it depends from the band, but I toured 2 times in Japan. First time it was with a sludge band from Bordeaux. I joined. It was called Aguirre.
Okay.
And as they did some tour in Europe with Coffins. Rio was singing in Coffins at the time, who made another band called Ghettö.
Oh.
And so he invited us to do a 10 days tour. So the first time was with this sludge band, and we spent 5 days in Tokyo, sleeping at Ryo's place, and then 5 days on the road. And it was cool, but it was the first time I was going in Japan, and everything was like, oh, this, and
Yeah.
as we spent 5 days on 10 at the same place, we had no chance to sightsee a lot and see a lot of different things and cool stuff. But when we did the tour with Chiens, Sasha did the whole booking with a lot of help from Rio, from Final Exit.
Okay.
Helped us a lot. And so Sasha did the whole booking, and we did it by train. First time we did this with a car, but this time was by train. It was so easy because the train is really fast, and every day we had to wake up early, but it was really nice to wake up. You go in the train, you can use the bathroom in order to take your not a shower, but a tour shower.
Yeah,
and
yeah, tour shower.
make a small point, and then you arrived. And every time people from band or promoter was at the station and getting us and coming with us to the venue. And the only 2 times where the promoter didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
The first time, one girl recognized our singer from a picture from Facebook from the day before. She was, you're from the band. What are you doing? Oh, we are looking for the. Okay, come with me. Okay, cool.
Oh wow, so it's super helpful.
Yeah, and the second time, I don't remember where it was, and just we decided to go by our own, and some people saw us on the street. Oh, you're a band, blah blah. Okay, come with me. Yes, thank you.
Nice. That's so very nice, yes, people.
Japan was I really enjoyed it, and as you said, we did something like, I think maybe 10 dates. Mm-hmm. And we had one day off, but the first day we arrived, Naru.
From Naru? Butcher ABC.
Yes. It was like, oh, you're still here on Sunday. I'm setting up a festival. Do you want to play? You won't have any money, but you'll get some food. Yes, for sure. We're here. We want to play. It was the biggest show from the tour in the biggest venue.
Oh wow!
and he even paid us. It was like, oh, wow, what's this country? Just
that's amazing. So cool. Is it, what festival is this? What's this festival called?
I think it's Asukasa Death Fest.
Yes.
I think he's doing maybe 1 or 2 per year with 5 or 6 band.
Yeah.
I think this time we had Butcher ABC played, Coffins played, one band from the US, but I don't remember the name. Abigail played too. But I was very happy to see all those bands.
Excellent. And did you play with any? I think you guys played with a couple of cool bands, right, on that tour?
Fuck on the Beach.
We played, there you go with Fuck on the Beach. Fuck yeah.
We asked to Rio. He was like, oh, is there some band you like to play with? Yes, Fuck on the Beach. Okay, they're okay to play at the Yokohama. Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Because
Nola
when I
too.
see, sorry, go ahead.
Do you know this band called Nola?
Nola? No.
Yes, Nola, like the city. It's really nice people. We had some really good time together.
Fuck
And
yeah.
Retortion Terror, the guy with Takafumi from Mr. Takafumi Matsubara.
Okay.
And his band Retortion Terror. The first drummer was a French guy we knew from a band he had in France, living in Kyoto for a long time because he was married to a Japanese girl and something. And so we met a lot of amazing band. I'd like to say every band was just amazing.
Hell yeah.
Because every band was so tight, and so it was really, really impressive.
Wow, that's yeah, that's definitely something I want to check off the list. Going to Japan before the end of teething. You were talking about wanting to go to Australia. Do you see that a possibility if COVID goes away? When COVID goes away?
I'd love to.
Okay.
In fact, with Chiens, we were wondering what tour we'd like to do if when the world will be available again.
Yeah, of course.
And well, okay, maybe a classic Euro tour, but I think Australia and Indonesia and Southeast Asia would be great.
And what about dude, 1 second, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Just give me 1 minute, okay?
No worries.
Dude, I was pissing and my Sarah, my girlfriend, was laughing, and she's like, I'm like, what are you laughing at? And she's like, your friend is doing really silly faces on the camera.
Yeah, it was a surprise for you when you'll do the edit.
Okay, thank you. I see you're having a good time.
Yes, thank you. I'm really happy to share this time with you.
No, I mean you're having a good time on your own, you know.
But thanks to you. And I can see you. I've seen this on Facebook, but you released a new book.
Yes, shameless promotion. This is
and what is this one about? It's not about shitty tattoo this time.
No, this one is about this zine. Is about being forever immature, not growing up. You know, like something a bit like what you said about your dad. Like, how much are you being paid, and what's your future? This is just about. For example, there's an illustration here that I enjoy. I'm sure you've been in this situation. You can read it backwards, right?
Yeah.
So it's a computer.
It's not backward.
Oh no? Okay, so it's a computer and it says never fall asleep. And the computer is talking and it says, keep buying, don't worry, we'll figure it out tomorrow. So being a crate digger, I feel like this is something that happens to me a lot. Like I for example, last night, oh my God, it was 1:30 in the morning while my girlfriend was sleeping. I bought the Friday the 13th Blu-ray box set on my phone. And it was like from the US, it was like 120 euros. I was supposed to be falling asleep, but the adrenaline was like, and now it's like, it's an addiction. I had to buy it, dude. And I'm sure you've seen yourself in this situation at some point.
Yes. I have to. I can show you, but I bought a flying DeLorean, from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
It's on a magnet, so she's flying. Just it's amazing, and yes, it was at night. I was a bit stoned and maybe drunk. I was like, it's 400. Oh shit. Okay. And the worst part is when the delivery guy came, was like, okay, so this is it, but you have to pay the tax from the custom. So it's 100 more, or I'm keeping this with me. I want it. Take the money. But yes, so
totally
I know
worth
what you mean.
So there you
Yes.
go. Forever and Mature. Welcome to the Forever and Mature crew. Next
And
time I see you, I'll definitely give you one.
is there any chance to get one of this in France?
Oh, I don't know anyone that's carrying it in France now, but like either I don't know, because the distributors right now are in Spain, but I don't know if anyone in France has it. But I'll make sure I send you over a copy for sure.
And I was thinking, maybe you know a guy from Bordeaux. It's called Freak City.
Freak City? No.
Freak City. A guy doing some drawing. He's doing illustration for magazine and bands and a lot of shit. And yes, maybe I should link you to do some trade, so I can get one of yours and you could have one of.
Dude, please, yeah, because I have 3 boxes I have 300 copies here, so I'd love to do a trade with Freak City, and if you can get a copy for yourself, that would be amazing. Yeah, I'm just trying to create contacts, you know.
But maybe you can send something like 10 of yours, and I can put some in a nice record shop and do some some promotion.
For sure. Please, let's do that. Like, yeah, I that's the kind of push I need. So I appreciate that. After this, we'll trade addresses. Okay.
Yes.
So Michôl, before I took my wonderful piss and you were making silly faces to the camera, I wanted to ask you about touring the U.S. because not only you toured the U.S., you also toured Canada, right?
Yes.
And I feel like this was an amazing adventure. Just for example, getting into the country itself. I remember you shared that story with me, but can you share it here on the podcast?
So to get in the US or in Canada?
Both.
Because yes, when we did the tour, we did it thanks to Nasnop, because you know Nasnop from Leeds.
Mm-hmm.
And we are trying to book a tour for months, and finally we just gave up. And then the drummer from Nasnop sent me a message to say, "Hey, we've got a full tour booked. Do you want to join us?"
Wow.
I was okay. We just have to check, but I think it's gonna be a yes. And we're trying to set up the tour around the Fest, in Montreal.
Yeah, amazing lineup, by the way.
Yes. And the guy from Nasnop had some shows in Los Angeles, so they went in the US by their own, and Chiens, we went to Montreal to play the Fest.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Sasha, we took a plane from Paris to I don't know where we did a stop, so Paris to Montreal, and our singer was already in the US. He was doing some guest. He was tattooing in Seattle.
Okay.
So we joined in Quebec.
Okay.
And so we are really jet lagged, and so we had 3 days for the 1 day at the fest. For 2 days, 2 days at the festival. We are playing the first day, and it was really nice because, as you say, the lineup was really good, and it was nice to see a lot of people we haven't seen for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we took a plane to Los Angeles, and I didn't figure we were really afraid about the border. We were like, if they notice we are a band, we were traveling without any instrument, nothing. So we were all like spread up in the line, like we don't know each other.
Yeah.
And when I arrived to the desk with the guy from the custom, he was like, why are you coming into the US? I was like, fun.
Fun? You said fun?
Fun. I didn't know what to say. I think I was all shaking and jet lagged and still bad from the day before. Why are you coming here? Fun? What? Holidays? Okay,
Yeah,
give your
okay.
thumb. Okay, let's go. And then Sasha passed, and our singer wasn't arriving. I told to Sasha, so let's take the plane. He'll find a way to come. And I don't know why he was late, but he just showed up, and we're like, okay, the three of us, we are in the plane to Los Angeles. And what I wasn't aware of that when you're in the plane, you're in the US. You don't have any check when you arrived.
Yeah.
So I was expecting one other border check, and you're just on the sideway on the. Okay, I'm in LA, so no, let's get our car and let's get our friends.
Fuck yeah, dude. So what
I'm not. I'm not sure I understood what you were talking about.
no. This is exactly, but I think it was either you or Sasha told me a really interesting story, which I never thought of. Which you guys traveled without instruments. You actually
Yes.
mailed them to the destination, which was Quebec.
We mailed. I mailed some pedals, some fuzz, a tuner, and some merch. But yes, we came without any guitar or Sasha. Even he had no sticks at all. And so when we played at Earslaughter, it was only equipment we borrowed. Can I get this? Can I get this? So
Right.
it was a bit weird, but it was cool. But when we arrived in the US, we had to get some. So I had to buy one guitar, the guitar I bought in the US. It's a really nice Epiphone SG.
Nice.
And I think the drummers they shared their cymbals, but George, the guy from the drummer from Onasnop, the cymbals he bought at the beginning. I don't remember in what was the name of the store, but you know it's a chain. There is one store like this in every city. So the cymbals he bought in the first shop in Los Angeles. When we were in Seattle, the last date in the US, he went to the shop. He was like, okay, I'd like to give them back because I don't like them after playing on for 2 weeks. And he had his money back. And
I've heard. I've heard. Yeah, a lot of bands just returning their equipment, even if it's in like from the East Coast to the West Coast, like at a Guitar Center or something.
A Guitar Center, yes, that's it.
There you go. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
So
and I was like,
yes? No. Go ahead, please.
I was like, I should do the same with my guitar, but finally I chose to keep it with me as a reminder, as a souvenir.
Great. But, exactly.
I think it's a nice thing to keep.
Yeah, good something to remember the tour by, of course, man. And what about announcing the tour? You guys had to be very careful, right?
Yes, we've been deleting every Facebook accounts, and to remove everything was talking about the music, and we were really paranoid because we were like, okay, we're gonna have to face a lot of questions and blah 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 blah, and finally it was really easy. I say we just went through and it was good.
I think it's just luck, right? Like it depends. I've heard horror stories, and then it seems like your story was very simple. So I think it's.
Yes, there is some bands who showed up and they told them, yes, just go back, because if you look like a band, like 4 or 5 people dressed in black, wearing sunglasses, like
tattoos, exactly.
It's not working. So that's why we were everyone in a different line, and. You're with someone? No.
Exactly. I even know like some bands that travel on different days just in case, like different days or. Exactly. And awesome. So, dude, what's the next step with Chiens? Like, I know we're in COVID right now, but what's maybe not touring wise, recording wise, what do you have on the horizon? What do you guys want to do?
So have you heard, or maybe you've looked at it, the grindcore Global Grindcore Alliance Festival? You know, the streaming festival.
Yes.
You've seen this?
We
So
were on it, the last one, on the first
yes,
one, yeah.
and we are supposed to do the second one, but it's I think it's in April, and we'd love to do it. We're totally up to, but we just have to find some time to have time to be the four of us together to practice and to shoot this and
Right.
to do it. But we'd love to do this, and we're writing some new song. I think actually we have 10 or 11 new songs.
Oh, great.
And we'd like to do a real full length this time. Because
Nice.
Trendy Junkie, I do like the record, but it's true, it's a bit short. It's like stealing money to people, so we are not comfortable with that. So we want to do a longer one.
Okay. And about the Global Grindcore Alliance,
Yes.
I remember what we did, because we weren't able to get together and record it because we were preparing the new recordings. We didn't have time to do this. So I asked them, I'm like, is it okay if we get like an old live show from, because we had a bunch of shows that we filmed in Southeast Asia that were not released. I asked them if I could just edit it together, if they're fine with that. They're like, yeah, it's fine. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a new recording. I do feel kind of bad because I would have liked to do what a lot of these bands did, which they had great sound, and it was shot really nice, but I really wish we did the proper way. What was nice, like I just got an email yesterday from them, and they were like, and they paid all of the bands. You know that? That's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. It wasn't much, but it was nice. It's an extra, like, extra $50. So like, cool.
Yeah. So yes, still I like the fact that they are doing this in the same spirit than a grind fest, but as I don't have it, it doesn't cost any money to the promoter. I don't know if the streaming is something they have to pay for or what.
Yeah. Every person
cool to share to.
Yeah, because
people who wants to see it, you have to pay. But I don't know if the promoter, if he has to pay for this streaming.
Yeah, there's a bunch of I'm not sure. Yeah, just like maintenance of the website or whatever, or in order to post this. Yeah, I'm sure they gave us a really detailed like Excel. So I didn't look into the numbers, but it made sense. They were very cool about it. So, and about going back to, looking forward to the new Chiens record. I have a question though. Who came up with the name Trendy Junkie, and what's the story behind Trendy Junkie?
So it's something stupid as usual. No, before this record we were at the beginning. Chiens was a 4-piece band, so 2 guitars, 1 drum, 1 singer, and then we were 3 people. And for as I said, since I'm in Bordeaux, we are really slow because it was really hard to be all together to practice and write new song. So when we arrived to something like 9, 10 songs, we are like, okay, let's record this. And so I proposed something to a friend with a really nice guitar player who was playing in a grind band back in the days. And I asked to the guy to compose 1 song, and so he came he joined us during the practice and recording session. So we've learned the song, blah blah, and then I was, okay guys, do you want him to join the band? And as this song was really cool, it's the first one, the Trendy Junkie. This is one. In fact, on the record, I haven't played the guitar for this song because I didn't know how to play it. So on the first on the first song, I'm not playing at all.
Oh,
He's not playing on the other song, but I'm not playing on the first one. And this guy is called Remy. His name is Remy. And we were doing joke like trendy Remy, trendy blah blah blah, so trendy junkie, and it's something because I think it's the same everywhere, but I've seen this from the inside working at Void. Now, when the younger people, if you no one is smoking joint anymore because smoking joint has been everyone is into cocaine or MDMA, and to see all the youngsters totally fucked up with and the guy during a party, the guy was arriving with a lot of any drugs, like the king of the night, because blah blah, and everyone is like, oh, trop cool, huh? Oh, this guy is so nice, he's doing a lot of drugs, blah blah. It's a trendy junkie.
That's I was asking you because I knew it had to be somehow associated with Void, you know, something you had seen there, which is just Ghettö, a lot of the trends. Yeah, exactly.
It's yes.
So thank you for sharing the trendy junkie story. Look, now I want to talk a bit about Ghettö. I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know you've driven for 10 hours and you want to die. Okay.
And yes, I've been talking a lot and I'm not using my best accent, so I can understand.
It's all good. This is what the Subway Rap podcast is all about. It's just two friends talking. Okay. So whoever wants to listen.
So you can use the subtitles.
Exactly. You can use the subtitles on YouTube, which is a nice tool. Your other band, Ghettö, which was born just a couple of years ago.
Yes, I think in 2015, when the year I've been arriving in Bordeaux, and I choose to stay in this city because of Heretic, who turns to be Void. Yeah. And at the beginning, the three of us were all part of Void. So François, the singer, Booby, the drummer, and me. The former drummer is the guy who was playing drum in Monarch. So he's playing in a lot of bands. He's playing guitar in Bombardement too. Maybe you know this band?
Yes.
So he's doing a lot of band, and as he had too many bands, he decided to leave the band. So we were like, okay, we don't have any drummer anymore. And I've got a really good friend, Yann, so our drummer. He was playing in George Beach Junior.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
I think they played Obscene Extreme in 2002 or 2003. So
old
when
school,
yes, and he moved in Bordeaux, and he's a really good drummer. I was like, do we want to be a part of the band? He was, yes, okay. And so we started practicing. At the beginning, it was really hard because the two drummers, they have a totally different way of playing. Mm-hmm. So we spent a lot of time to adjust and to fix some stuff. And then we left with Bok on tour after 1 year with the new drummer. Yeah. We left with Bok from Scotland, and we did a 2-week tour in Spain and Portugal when you did us a show in Madrid.
Yeah, and you got to meet Bingo on this tour.
Sunday, yes, the time we met Bingo. It was really nice. And what I really like about this tour, it was in October, and I think it's in September we were like, okay, let's do it. And we booked it in less than 10 days. I think it was so easy to book every show that I've been booking 2 shows on 2 different cities the same day.
So it was very quick process.
Yes.
So you decided a month before, and you
we were talking to do it for a long time, but we were waiting for the answer from I don't remember who wasn't sure he could do it.
Yeah.
And so the answer came in September. So I'm like, okay. And it was really cool.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. But you did 2 tours with Bulk, right? Wait, before you keep talking, sorry, I'm hearing that click again from your earring.
Shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. The second tour was with Bok. In fact, we did only 2 tours with Ghettö and 2 tours with Bok because we had a really good feeling and a really good time.
Yeah.
But the second time it was around Bloodshed.
Mm-hmm.
Because T-Bag is
Amazing.
Bok's a guitar player. He was at Bloodshed, he was drunk, and he went to see Luke. He was next year we have to play. And Luke said yes, okay. And so that's how we came.
That's how it happened.
Yes.
Just a drunk. What Luke did he tell? Which one? Big Luke or small Luke?
Serious Luke, small Luke.
Small Luke, okay.
Fubar Luke.
Fubar Luke, okay. And yeah, that was great. I saw your show. I saw Boke's show. Hey, what's up with Boke? Is Boke still around? Because I haven't heard from them in a while.
I think they are, but Ewan, the drummer, is not living in Scotland anymore. He's living in Sheffield, so I think it's hard for them to practice.
Okay.
But I don't think they split. They split. I think they're just having a break, and I think they'll come back. I hope they come back soon.
Okay, yeah, great band, and you guys Ghettö released this As You Like, your single-sided 12 inches.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I have a test press. Do you remember of that record? Yeah.
The second one is coming. We have a split with Power Chuck.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And something we've been recording in 2018, I think. So something is coming in December 2018, and the process has been more than too long. But Otto from Psycho Control, you know Otto?
Secret Control? No.
Otto from Psycho Control, the guy from Needful Thing, is playing in Lycanthropy. And to be quick, when we're working on this split, and there is one label called Wuarg.
I'm Chris from Germany, right?
Exactly, and who seem to be really professional, but I don't think he's that professional, because it looks like there is a lot of bands having trouble with the guy, but the guy he did everything, asking for money. And I remember on Wednesday I'm sending him our share, because we are like, we want more records, so we'll give some money with the band too. We don't care about 10%, but we want records. So he waited until I've sent the last euro to send a big mail to say, I'm not feeling good, I can't release it, I can't refund, sorry.
Wow.
What? So finally we fixed this, and the record will be out soon. But don't deal with Warg.
I've I've heard my share of horror stories of Warg, and so
you have some stories with him too, or?
Yeah, as I think he might be listening to this, but I know. But here's my thing. My experience with him and teething has been a good experience, but I know a lot of close bands that have had horrible experiences, and
This is Ryan from Mess Leopard, and the guitar player from Mess Leopard. This is him to say, let's do it with Chris. So we did something with him. It's really cool. He's nice. He's straight, and he's square.
Yeah.
And so I think some bands are unlucky, or he was in a bad shape at a bad moment, and it happens. But because of this, we've lost 3 years.
Yeah, I understand. But I must say, Chris is our sticker supplier. If you ever want, he has like an insane deal with stickers. Like, So every time we need stickers, we ask him. He gives us like great deals on stickers, and he sends us like big packages with stickers for a ridiculous amount of money. So so maybe deal with small amounts of money. So what did you get your money back? I'm guessing you did.
Yeah, we since we fixed it, and the only thing is not a part of the release anymore. But finally, the records are ready. The records are ready.
So this is the Power Chuck split, right?
Yes.
You're talking about. Okay, and but what else do you have on the horizon with Ghettö from releases?
Just before the second lockdown, we were talking about recording something like 5 or 6 new songs, and we wanted to do a split with a band, some friend from France, but it seems like the band is not playing anymore. And because of lockdown, we haven't been able to record, so we have to go back on we have to do some new songs, and we'll do it by our own.
Okay. Before you die on me, okay?
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you one last question, which is one of my favorite questions, which is have you seen any cool horror movies lately, or
yes?
Okay, please share.
Have you seen Possessor?
No, but I'm really looking forward to watching it. I have it ready. I have it next on my Blu-ray list. I'm ready to watch it.
Okay. I like it a lot.
Okay, because my girlfriend and I have been doing a David Cronenberg marathon.
Yes.
Just watching all of his films in order, and but yeah, this is an obvious choice because you know Possessor is directed by David Cronenberg's son.
Yes.
Yeah, so I heard it's Trip, which okay, I'll definitely check it out.
Yes, I think you'll like it.
Okay, I think so. Just the poster looks amazing. So
yes. Yeah. And one last thing, I know you're really into horror movie, and you like to collect.
Yeah.
You have a few at home. Yeah. And some friend of mine, he gave me a lot of really nice box of horror movie DVD, from Hellraiser to Dawn of the Dead, all the classics and more. But the fact is, this is DVD he bought in the US, so it's not the same zone, you know.
Okay, yeah, I have multi-region. I have all of that shit to watch. Releases from anywhere.
Yeah. As I have only one DVD player, I can change the zone, but I can't do it anymore, so I can't watch them. I've got a big box I'd like you to have.
Oh, so, Michôl.
It's heavy, but we'll find a way, and you're the only one I could give it to, so
you know I will appreciate
you deserve them.
You know I will appreciate it, and usually I would be polite and be like, no, it's okay, but no, please bring it on, you know. Bring it on. Yes. Man. And we'll find a way. Where is it? In your mom's house, or is it in Bordeaux?
It's in Bordeaux.
Okay, we'll find a way. And if you could share a picture of what releases, what movies there, yes. I would love to see this as well.
It's
maybe some of these
really I have. Nice metal box. It's amazing.
Dude, you know what? You're the second person on this podcast that has offered to give me a collection like this. So the podcast is paying off, you know. Ellis from Bird Flesh and Arson Project told me, dude, whenever you come to Sweden, I have a stack of old VHS that I don't want. Please take it. You know, all like Cannibal Holocaust, all of this like fucked up shit.
It's not that it's not that I don't want them. I love them, but I have to change the zone every time, and I can do this only 3 times on my, you know the deal.
Yeah, I know the deal.
And Michôl, I know you're a huge horror movie fan. Let's use the word fan.
Yeah, let's use the word fan. I always tell people, I think I like horror movies even more than I like music. That's how much I like it, you know. But bingo comes first, though. Bingo comes first.
Yes.
And before you leave, I want you to say hello to Bingo, okay?
Yes.
Bingo. Bingo. Where is he? Bingo. Okay. Here we go. He's coming. He's coming. He was asleep. Bingo.
Bingo. Oh.
Bingo. Ven aquí. Ven aquí. Ven aquí. Oh, you're getting pretty for Bingo.
Yes.
Bingo, ven. Venga, saluda a Michôl.
As you can see, I'm in my best shape.
Of course. You're always in your best shape.
Oh, Bingo. What a nice shirt. Hello,
Yeah.
you.
Bingo, Michôl. He's so sleepy.
He can't hear me. Yes, he's still asleep.
Very sleepy. Like
so
you.
Cute. Oh.
So, Michôl, dude, I won't take up any more of your time. Hope you can have some nice dinner with your mom.
I hope so.
Okay, and you know what? I might watch Possessor tonight. Okay.
You'll tell me what you think, but it's a good one.
That was Chiens with the 8th track off their latest EP entitled Trendy Junkie. You can pick that up on vinyl through mail order. Enjoy yourselves. I Feel Good Records, Bones Brigade Records. That's all I have to say about that. Please rate, subscribe. Rate, subscribe. Tell your friends about this. Tell your dog about this. And a shameless plug. I just released an illustration zine entitled Forever Immature. So if you enjoy this podcast, I don't have anything in common, but pick it up because you want to support me. And you like funny drawings inspired by old white zombie artwork. I'll see you in a couple of weeks with John Cook of Napalm Death, Corrupt Moral Altar, Venomous Concept, and a bunch of other stuff.